Oh, well, when I came back, and after he got married here, I got involved in the National Guard like my dad was. And I had that for about 5 years, I guess. I was a company commander down here. And until Vietnam rose, and I decided I didn't think I wanted to go back to Vietnam, so I got out. And then I haven't been associated with it. I stayed in the reserve and then finally got out there after 20 years. And the rest of the time, I got married, and I married Raymond Aiken, who was a plumber here. He had a daughter, and she ran after me till she got me, and so we married and had a son. His name is Brent. He lives in Claremore now. And but he had a stroke in 1995, and he hadn't been able to work since then. And then my wife passed away in 2008. And anyway, I've been making it ever since by myself. Well, not really by myself. I have a partner that stays with me most of the time. But Claremore's still home.
I think it's interesting that out of our high school graduating class, John and I have sat down and talked about it. There are not many of them at 56 or 57 left.
Count them on our hands now.
Don and I are almost 75 years old now.
Almost what? Pretty close.
Yeah.
No, this time, 6 months from now, I'll be 90 years old. Can't believe it. Parents lived here, and they both graduated from high school here. And they bought a little house over on South Wewoka. And that's when I was born. That's where they brought me home to. My mother went to stay with her sister in Bartlesville when I was born, because she was a small person and finally had to take me cesarean. And so anyway, that's why I was born there instead of at Claremore. And then we lived down there on the south side, and I don't know, we had a bunch of ornery boys that lived in the neighborhood around there, Lloyd Mountain, and next door was 2 Raider boys, and then a fellow named Pennington and Ed Thompson, and we did everything. We'd walk around the lake, and then we'd go down in Dog Creek, way down on the highway, and well, it was just a really great time growing up. We walked to school all the time until we got old enough to ride a bicycle, and then I could ride a bicycle when we started up to Claremont. And like I said, every Saturday night, my parents would go get the groceries, and then my dad really worked for Bill Briscoe, and he ran the city market, so that's where we got all of our groceries.